Welcome to the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
Just interviewed Rasmus Emborg, who put out the book Rosé Revolution, and looking at your rosé, oh my gosh, it's so, I mean, I'm not a big fan of pink. My wife loves pink, but it's just beautiful in color.
Yeah, thank you. We actually use a hybrid grape for this. It's called Chambourcin. And Chambourcin's a really interesting grape to work with in the cellar because it has a lot of color and almost no tannins. And then coupled with the almost no tannins, it has a lot of protein. So as soon as you crush the grapes, basically the protein is free in the juice and the tannins start seeping out of the grape and it binds to itself. All the tannins fall out and all you're left is this beautiful, rich, deep color. We actually get all of our color extraction in 45 minutes, basically from breaking the skins at pick to press. And that's the 45-minute extraction period.
So if I'm a visitor to the winery for the first time, what do I see?
So we have about 80 acres of vines across 4 different blocks. This is Linganore, though. So Simple Theory, although brainchild from Linganore, there's no Simple Theory here at Linganore. There's very little connection talked about it. It's only the connection that I'm like controlling, if that makes sense. But the rolling hills, open fields, grapevines, obviously deer fencing. We have lots of deer out here. And then we have a turn of the century 1900s barn that I'm currently sitting in that has been converted into our tasting room. And then the top floor of that bank barn is actually our banquet hall. And you're just sitting here and like overlooking these fields. We've got a small bandstand for the weekends, food trucks, and grapevines everywhere. You see my grandma's house at the top of the hill here. She still lives here. So.
Oh, awesome. So she can watch your progress.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Got a picture of the vineyards. Now tell me about Simple Theory.
So when you come into Simple Theory, we're actually located on the second floor in downtown Frederick. So Frederick is a bustling city. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Bend, Oregon, if you've ever been up there before. It's very, very quaint. It's about 70,000 people. We've got a nice creek that flows through it. The tasting lounge is on the second floor of the main street, which is called Market Street. And you come up an elevator and it opens to this black and white themed, sleek tasting lounge. As much as I want to say tasting room, I want to get the idea of you're in there, there's a bachelorette party and you're squeezed in and you're trying to do 8 wines in 15 minutes at a bar. Like everyone's got a seat, everyone's got there's sofas and coffee tables, high tops for the best people watching in Frederick. And it's all table service, you're tasting, you can have the table for 2 hours, wines by the glass, by the bottle, and then I love food, so I made the food menu is actually a build your own charcuterie. So we've got different size options depending on how hungry you are, and then different categories where you can pick the food, the charcuterie options to add to your board.
How long do people, when they come into the downtown location, how long can they spend? A couple hours?
Yep, a couple hours. Usually the tasting itself is 5 wines. That lasts about 30 to 45 minutes. And you can just make a reservation to just hold a table for 2 hours if you want to come have a nice bottle of wine and some bites.
Staffing can be a problem in today's business, but I'm sure you've got an all-star staff. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I'm running all operations, but then downtown we have our DTC sales manager. Her name's Alicia. She's been fantastic. She runs all of the ins and outs of scheduling and staffing and food and all that sort of thing. And then we have 6 part-time employees. And one of the things that I really wanted to do with Simple Theory is I wanted to make wine accessible. Because I think wine is easily stuck in this paradigm where most people who aren't already drinking it find it intimidating. And so I want it to be simple in theory because wine is simple in theory. It's easy to spend too much time nerding out about it and making it really difficult for people who have no idea how to even start looking at a wine list. They have no idea where to go. And so beer and spirits are just so much more accessible. And so one of the things that I really love about our staff is that they're well trained in wine and they can meet you where you are. If you're a novice, this is your first time ever tasting wine, they'll walk you through kind of the basics and what you can learn and where you can go. And if you've been doing this for decades, they'll meet you there too. And they'll nerd out with you about the weird tannin protein interaction that happens in Chambourcin.
The Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast.
Don't forget my favorite part.
Please like and follow.
And you can like and follow us on our social media and join in our collaborations. Just like our website, thebestwinepodcast.com, on Insta, X, you know where. The Best Wine Pod. The Best Wine Pod.
Oh.